Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
I wish this was Share Hungry because I'm starving.
This is where we are so thrilled that Alexis is on our show and part of our world because she has been blessed by God to not have red eyes. It's as spoken earlier this morning on the regular old morning show. She's been blessed by God never to have had red eyes or had to use eye drops.
Yep.
Isn't that seriously a phenomenon? Isn't that something that is just incredible that somebody who smokes as much weed as she has in her life, Riggins, has never had to use eye drops for anything?
It's wild and rare. I've never heard of it happening.
I was blessed.
But that's usually, though, for people who are trying to hide that they smoke weed or have been smoking weed.
To put in eye drops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, she's never worried about hiding it.
Good point. Also, good point.
So she really doesn't know whether her eyes have ever been red or not. She just hasn't cared to look at it because she doesn't care who knows that she smokes weed.
Yeah, right. And the reason I brought it, why I asked her, I had cleaned out my old apartment and dust was in my eyes, so I stopped at Walgreens to get some eye drops, which I haven't had to buy in a long time. And now they make Clear Eyes, you know the brand Clear Eyes?
Yeah.
They make eye drops with menthol in them. So when you put it in, it's like...
Ooh.
It's like, like a waterfall hits your eyes. It is an exhilarating feeling. And I was telling her about it. She goes, I don't need them.
Yeah, I don't.
God bless me.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to hide it or not hide it. I haven't had to hide it.
Yeah,
If
that's
my
what I'm
eyes
saying.
got red, I probably would try to hide it.
Right. But do you really, though? I mean, I don't think that you do try to hide that you smoke weed or not. Not since I've known you.
I'm not like announcing it in the streets, yelling it from the rooftops.
But you do on your social media stories.
I don't put
and
it
all
on there.
that, and you're always naked.
No, I don't. And I'm always naked. What?
I think there have been, you posted Insta stories of you.
If I did, it was in Denver where it was legal.
Where there's smoke being blown and it's easy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about being naked.
No. And it's like,
Yeah, but that could be a hookah, that could be a cigarette, that could be a vape.
It also could be some weed.
Exactly, could be a lot of things, but I have never posted on my social media actually smoking what is actual weed.
It could be hookah.
It could.
It could be.
Could be Delta.
Yeah. Smoking a hookah.
Okay, what? Give me. I don't know a lot about this, but Delta is a form of CBD.
No, Delta is cannabinoids. They're different cannabinoids.
Still makes you high.
They can do different things, yeah.
All of which would put you in the category of
Yeah.
Medication knows that too.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
what do you mean? What medication makes you high?
Like if you take a Xanax and you're high.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Should you take a Xanax and come to work?
Some people do.
But that wasn't the question. The question is, should you do that?
If they're prescribed it, yes. If they need it to function, they should.
No, you should not.
Yeah, I think as an antidepressant.
Yeah, you should. They get prescribed it.
Right. But not if you're buying them, from...
Yeah.
Yeah, if you need it.
Johnny Ray and them on the...
Yeah.
Johnny Ray.
Out on the farm.
Right.
On my local Xanny deal.
Yeah, if you're just taking a Xanax just because you want to come, be down or whatever at work, that's not.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Do you still take Xanax, Riggins, when you get on a plane?
No.
No? Yeah, because he would always take some kind of a sedative kind of thing before he got on a plane. And he wouldn't even have to be flying anywhere. He'd just go out and get in a crop duster so he'd have an excuse to just sit there in the field and take Xanax.
Did you fly enough that you got over that worry or whatever, that concern?
I didn't really. I just learned how to manage it because, I didn't want to have to take one, but I used to get really nervous on planes.
Does it still make you nervous to fly?
Not really. Yeah. I don't do it often, but no, I'm fine now.
Jody used to say that because she was a lot more afraid to fly at one time than she is now. she'd say, I need to, should I take some, like maybe a half a Xanax? Somebody said I could take a half a Xanax and wear. I said, hell no.
No.
I would be carrying her on my shoulder through the airport. Somebody that's never taken a drug stronger than a Tylenol. You start popping Xannies.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that. Because somebody would think I had beat her up or hurt her or something.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to drag her by the hair out of the airport.
Just push her through the wheelchair, in the wheelchair.
Man.
A lot of people do that, though.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, because it can be freaky for a lot of people.
But yeah, I mean, don't you do a lot of your Instagram stories like while you're in bed with the sheet pulled up over you, covering yourself and stuff? So that's what I mean by naked.
Okay, well, that's not naked because my body parts are covered.
Oh,
Well,
no.
you call Ace naked in the hot tub when you can't see his body.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
all
we
you can
knew
see-
he was naked.
So
I wasn't
we know that you're
naked.
naked under the sheets.
No, you
It's the same-
don't.
It's the exact same thing. All you could see was my arms and shoulders from behind, and there's no different than that because you're flashing some cleavage.
I
in
was
that
not
thing.
even flashing any cleavage. First of all, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Your Insta stories are much more seductive than anything I've ever
That
posted.
is not true.
That
First
is
of all, that is
100%
definitely not true.
That is 100% true.
Because I've seen a video of you twerking, and that was very.
Well, that was supposed to be funny.
But back
But
to
the whole purpose of
back
You
to
did
the
have your
story.
rectum out, though.
Yeah, you did. You had your whole rectum
I saw it
out.
inside you.
I had the sheets all the way up to my collarbone. First of all, so that is very what's the word I'm looking? Appropriate. Cleavage wasn't even showing. Not even a collarbone was showing.
You've never shown cleavage. or anything on your
I have, but what I'm saying is I've cleaned it up. I'm growing up, guys. And I don't post naked.
But did you get out of
Instagram
bed
stories.
and fix your hair or anything before you did that video? Get back into bed for the video the other
No,
day?
that's exactly how I wake up. I wake up like that. I know, Rob's laughing over there. Like, shut up, Rob.
Sorry, I was also coughing, so I made it
Never
seem
wake up.
like a worse laugh.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see it.
Someone told you got spies that are telling you about my
Yeah,
Facebook,
spies, they're
Instagram
just like,
stories.
yeah.
Sounds like
Interesting.
it.
People tell me.
Yeah, people tell. Who are these people that are telling you these things?
Well, I can't tell.
I would like to know. too.
Yeah,
I'll
because
tell
why
you,
are they
Riggins, later,
telling
but I'm not
you
gonna tell her.
stuff? And what were
So,
they
hold on.
saying?
I want to hear what it was. What was the video? Because I didn't see it. What was going on? She had a sheet
She
pulled
had
up to her.
like a soap opera.
Okay.
She was naked
Like
under
a
the sheet.
soap opera.
She had it pulled up. And she's
Oh my god!
like this. With her
I
phone.
cannot deal.
She's thirst trapping for sure.
Yeah, I am
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
In the bed,
There's
thirst
nothing
trapping.
to thirst trap.
And then promoting something about whatever she was doing that day. You know, whatever
video.
event she was working. Yeah.
It's a video.
Do you want to see
Yeah.
the video?
Yeah.
Because you are so a soap opera, really?
Well, no, it's the way they do in soap operas after they've been in the bed together. They hold the sheet up
God, I
over their
can't.
bosom.
Yeah.
With it. Is that a thirst trap, Riggins?
It's not a thirst.
Exactly. Thank you.
Let me see it.
Thank you.
She blowing smoke in it too?
No.
Yeah, I would say that's not a thirst trap. That's
me
not the
see.
one I was thinking of.
But that's just as naked as Ace is naked
No,
in
it's
the hot
not.
tub.
No, it's
Yeah, it is.
not. And you don't
Yeah.
even know that I do not have clothes on. I could have a tank top and shorts on. How? You
What-
don't know.
A tank top that doesn't have any shoulder straps on it?
It could have been fall to the side.
Oh, it could have been. Could have
Like-
been. You also, you know.
And no, I want to
could
go
have been
back to.
straddling a butterball turkey. I don't know.
You could have been straddling a butterball turkey. We couldn't even see it.
What?
That is gnarly.
Who are these spies that are telling you about my stories? If you're not looking
They're
at my
children. They're
Instagram,
children that are
then
saying,
What did they
Miss
say?
Alexis needs.
Miss Alexis.
It's my Sunday school class that I teach.
She's having a psychotic break, Mr. TJ.
Oh God, I cannot
You
deal.
need to check on her.
Is it like Britney level? Like they're worried, like
Yeah.
like it's Britney level?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
We need to get in there, get her under conservatorship.
Then they said,
There's nothing to
"Have you-"
conserve.
They said, have you asked her if she's on crack? Yes, I did that the first day at work.
Did.
I cannot deal with y'all. I can't even do an Instagram video.
Rob is just looking out for your well-being. That's all.
Yeah, I bet it was Rob because he was Such a snitch.
What happened?
Was it right?
I was like,
No, but this is like the third
was it?
time that he's come to me and said something about something I posted. He doesn't watch my stories, so whoever's telling
Who,
him,
me?
yes,
Oh.
you don't even follow me on Instagram. Whoever,
You don't follow Alexis?
I don't.
no,
Oh,
What?
isn't that messed up?
Do you really know?
no.
Did you follow her at one point and
No.
unfollow her? You just
No.
never followed
Right.
her?
You've never
And it's-
followed Alexis
and
on at
and
all?
it's taken her this long
No,
to
I
ask me
knew.
about. But I'm to ask
Oh
me
yeah,
about it.
I wasn't gonna bring it. I'm like, whatever. You don't want to follow me? That's on you.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care.
So over 2 years now, right?
Yep.
That she's been working with us, and she's never mentioned it.
that is steadfastness.
It's been eating away at her, though.
No, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
That's his loss. Well, it doesn't matter because he has spies anyways that tell him everything I do.
Telling him what you're up to. I love that. Oh, I'm dying to know who that is.
You don't know them.
Probably not. I don't know.
I will
anybody.
say this though: they were a couple of them were in the Mar-a-Lago raid.
Is that right? Heads up. Mm-hmm. We got some shit going down, but you got to see what Alexis just posted.
Yeah, like okay.
Before you break into the safe, stop and check out this Insta story and hit me back.
I can't.
That's wild.
It's so funny,
Hilarious.
so funny.
I can't believe that.
So Ace, now that you've seen it, you say that particular one is not the same.
No, I'd agree
as
with her.
you're
Yeah.
being in the hot tub naked.
No, it's the same thing.
No,
She's
it's not
showing
the
the
same
same thing, but it's not. There's nothing. She's not thirst trapping in that one.
And also, I'm not with anybody naked underneath my covers. You were naked with another naked person.
Double
picture?
nakedness.
Yeah, double
oh my
nakedness.
God.
Double whammy.
Yes.
Yeah, no, just
No,
because you know
somebody-
that somebody might be naked doesn't make it a naked
Yeah,
photo.
and then
We
that
got to
means
tell
like
Zuckerberg about
y'all
that.
were doing
Two
some.
nakedness,
Yeah.
double naked.
Yeah. That means y'all were doing some gross things before or after.
You're just hanging out in the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Well,
look at any
that's right.
picture on my
Gross.
Instagram. And,
Gross.
yeah, you can look at any picture on my Instagram and say, "Oh, some gross things happened before or after that."
I know that's right.
Yeah, you know that's right.
Some dirty shit was going on.
Yep.
Make sure the cabin has a hot tub.
Well, not every picture. There's a
Yeah,
picture of
TJ,
me
you're
and a
not
man.
comparing.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't compare
You're
the
comparing
two.
what that post to Ace naked in the hot tub post? Come on now.
He did.
Get
He
the hell
said
out
it.
of here! I'm not.
You
first
said
off,
it.
Where is it? I'm not.
I'm saying apples to apples. That compared to Alexis post is the same thing?
Yeah, not at all.
Ace, come on now.
Where's that post? I
And
can't
you guys
find
were
that.
trying
even
to
think
be like sexy and stuff, and you timed it, and you put timers and took a bunch of them. Mine was just I was putting a public service announcement out.
But you, what I'm saying is, you have posted far more provocative things than that post of that one post of mine.
Yeah, but I've changed.
In
How
a
dare
month,
you not recognize that she's changed?
you have a post from July
has put
15th
in the
of you
work,
in a
as they
bikini
say.
on a boat.
That's different. That's just wearing a bathing suit. I can't wear a bathing suit on social media
I'm
without
not saying
thirst
what you
trapping.
can or can't do at all. I'm just saying
Yes, you can. Inappropriate one. with a swim cap and a skirt.
a one piece.
Swim cap.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
Did you know underneath the floors of your house a lot can go on in the crawl space? If moisture gets in, it could wreak havoc on your family and home. From mold and mildew growth to rotting wood and more, Cardinal Environmental Solutions offers vapor barriers, encapsulation, and dehumidifiers to combat moisture in your home. Contact Kelly Poplin and his knowledgeable team of experts at acetj.com/cardinal. That's acetj.com/cardinal.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny podcast.
So, years ago, whenever the entire country was talking about this little snotty brat that was on the Dr. Phil show, and she was calling all the audience hoes. So you're saying that everybody in the audience is hoes?
Yup.
And she said, catch me outside. How about that? Like she was challenging all the hoes in the audience to a fight. And she was 14 at the time. Her name's Danielle Brigoli. And I said at the time, I said, we haven't seen the last of this young lady. She's going to be a celebrity. Then she came out showing her her talents as a rapper, and everybody was hating on her. And I said, she's actually not that bad. I was the only believer in Danielle Brigoli, aka now Bad Baby.
Not even Dr. Phil believed
Not
in her, did he?
even Dr. Phil Billy could see in Danielle Brigoli what I saw. So not only has she become a celebrity and super, super wealthy, now that she's a young adult, with a, decently successful music career, she's now using her money to do something which I don't think I could agree more with what she's doing with her money. What is it, Riggins? That she's donating like $1 million to this charity?
$1.7 million scholarship. It's going to help 1,000 students enroll in technical and trade schools nationwide.
Which is something that's desperately
awesome.
needed.
Yep.
I love that.
It's called the BAD Scholarship.
So,
BHAD.
you start, stop telling every kid they got to go to college. We need way more of these types of schools and more people going to these types of schools instead of wasting their time with the Marxist indoctrination of colleges and expense of colleges. And who does it take to put the first step out there? The Catch Me Outside girl.
Yep.
The one that made Dr. Phil look like a bitch.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
Bitch.
Yeah, Dr. Phil Billy.
Dr. Phil looked like a bitch.
You stupid.
It says trade schools ranging from cosmetology, cybersecurity, and cannabis growing.
Yep.
I like that.
But yeah, there should be a lot more people going to electrician school, real estate school. I mean,
Sure.
hell with all that expensive college. You go, well, then they're going to forgive my loans now. Well, who cares? You still ain't got shit.
And you won't have shit.
You ain't got shit, ain't going to have shit.
I don't understand why more celebrities don't do things like this, or in general. Like it seems to me that if you're I'm surprised people with a lot of money, billionaires, all that, don't do more things like this. And they just not and don't promote it. Whether it's different type scholarships or like those people that take an entire class and wipe out their student loan debt or something like that. You know what I mean?
Scott's Tots.
Scott's Tots. I love that.
What is Scott's Tots?
From The Office when he promised all those kids he was going to pay off.
Oh,
And then all he
I
gave
know
him
that's what it
was
was, yeah.
a laptop
Yeah.
battery. No, not even a laptop, just a laptop battery.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh,
What was the other one where he thought? What was the one where he was donating to the kids' school?
oh, for the race, for the 5K.
He didn't know how the 5K worked. How you donate?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's what I'm going to start doing. When we, when I get enough money, and how you do that scholarship for your old school ace?
Yeah.
I'm going to do one, not for my old high school, but one that I guess this one that our kids went to. I'm going to do a scholarship for a trade school.
Wow.
That'd be cool.
It's awesome.
But, it doesn't have to be a full ride.
Well, I was going to.
I'll pay for
How
one.
much?
It's a small ride.
Yeah. Very small ride. It's a full ride.
Yeah, it'll be a short commute, more or less. Ride share,
It's
basically.
only a one-way ride.
It's a quarter ride.
I'm literally going to give you a ride to the school.
I wonder why they.
Couple times.
Yeah, that's your scholarship.
Yeah, I'm going to pay for the I'm going to pay for the Uber.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
It's a full ride. There and back.
I wonder why they call it a full ride. I don't know. I wonder where that came from. Because that's a universal now.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to college on a full ride.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh
My gosh.
they've offered him a full ride.
Yeah. You hear about those Rhodes Scholars?
Yeah.
The you got to do all this work and then get nominated by like a senator or something like that. It's the kids that do those scholarships.
That's what I'm going to call mine. A road construction scholar.
I'm a Rhodes Scholar. Construct.
But that's the same thing to get into any of the military academies.
You gotta have like
You have to be nominated by a senator. I think it's a senator, and you have to have all these different letters of recommendation from various different people, like
Crazy.
like mayors and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a tremendous amount of work. Well, first, do you qualify? Then all the work that goes into it just to get yourself to apply. You have to have all that stuff.
Maybe that's what I'll do then. I'll do a scholarship for somebody in high school can win a scholarship to go to a military school.
Yeah.
Whether they're accepted or not. You just go,
go
hey,
visit.
got the money here to go. Why won't they let me in?
Yeah.
Just go for a golf scholarship. No one ever applies for those.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they always say, especially female golfers.
Didn't your dad? Well, maybe you could work with your dad on that. He used to go to high schools and help recruit.
Yeah, he was
for the military.
a military recruiter. Yeah.
It might be the thing that brings you two back together.
What, getting him to help set up a scholarship for a trade school scholarship?
Oh, that'd be a good story.
If it
Yeah.
were true.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, though, that he'd be a great person for that since he's graduated with 2 majors and 2 minors.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he majored in, I'm not exactly sure how it goes. It's these 4 things, though. So he majored in psychology and minored in English and majored in philosophy and minored in sociology. So those are all his degrees.
Psycho.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go to school for that much? Ew.
Yeah, that is the blueprint for a sociopath.
But I don't think he went to school more than 4 years, though.
Yeah, he did it all then.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is very impressive.
That's all he did then was just going to school.
Yep. But again, can you imagine if I had all those, how dangerous I would be?
Well, that's I'm saying.
And he went to all of those college, classes and everything without turning into a Marxist.
Yeah.
Usually you don't get that much education without coming out with a little bit of Marxism.
Yeah.
They didn't really do it as much then, though, did they?
Little
Got a little
Marxist,
stain of Marxism on you.
Yeah, if you had all that education, you'd end up like being a cult leader or something. Jonestown.
Definitely
too.
couldn't tell him
Which-
nothing then.
Which my dad could easily be a cult leader
Yeah.
if he wanted to do. Then again, he'd be a cult leader that then they turned off the electricity to the compound because he forgot to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, and you'd get bored with your cult.
Oh,
You'd be like, I'm
yeah.
done with this. You
Yeah.
guys
Like
go
bored
home.
with his cult.
Yeah, like, I'm not over
doing?
it. Now all these people are in it. I kind of lost interest.
Now I got to talk to him every day. I've already made the relations with every woman in the cult. I'm bored with them.
TJ, and he's just trying to watch like
Yeah,
CSI
leave
Miami.
me alone. Y'all bother me too much.
He's like, I'm watching Bosch. Y'all come back.
Yeah, I'd have to get a second in command to go deal with all that.
Yes.
An associate cult leader.
Yeah.
He'd be like, go move those rocks. And after you're done, come tell me.
Yeah.
Just give them pointless tasks.
Yeah.
Dig a hole. And fill it back up.
Yeah. Make a mountain over there.
Show me how dedicated you are.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a cult of one.
You would be.
If you could have a clone to take over half your life so you wouldn't have to fool with it, which part would it be?
What do you mean?
Okay, so
half?
the clone would only do like certain things.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it would split the things that you do in half. It would be like having an assistant.
Yeah.
basically.
Oh.
So the clone would do your taxes and all that
Answer
stuff. Yes.
emails,
Ace.
make
Yeah.
phone calls.
Do my taxes.
I don't know. I don't have anything in my life that I really dread.
Yeah, me either, really.
Sometimes I would send my clone in here so that I could just sleep longer.
Well,
Yeah. We would
but I
know
mean,
it's
when
your
you
phone.
sleep in here, though, I mean, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
But yesterday, you were asleep through the whole show.
I was
pretty
not
much.
asleep.
Yeah.
You had that hat pulled down over your eyes the whole time. It's like, oh.
I was
Like, I
not
even-
asleep.
Yeah.
You were pretty out of it
I
yesterday.
was
she is-
awake.
And I was talking about something, and we were in the break, and Riggins and I were talking about a show or whatever, and she's looking at her phone with her Yankees hat pulled down. The bill was like curved around her eyes, all the way down on her head, and looking at her phone, and she goes, "You say you don't like corny shows. That's all you watch is corny shows."
It's true.
Not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
It's like that meant to be. That was meant to be in her head.
Yeah, she could talk shit while
like-
she's asleep. Yeah.
What?
All you watch is recording. Shit.
You love corny
You
shit.
say you don't watch corny shows. That's all you watch.
That's
is corny
exactly
shows.
what happened.
Like it was, I was waiting on her to mutter the MF after that.
Yeah.
That's all you watch, Mom.
You damn corny.
That's exactly what transpired.
Corny ass,
Because you do
talking
that.
that shit, corny shit,
Love all the corny shows.
cornball muff.
Just corn.
You just corn.
You a pile of corn.
Corn.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Yeah. So Riggins listed off all this stuff this morning on the regular old show that his mom brought him for his new house. Tons of food, both ready to eat and also frozen, ready to go in the freezer for later. And I mean, tons of stuff, rugs, bathroom things like towels, linens. And you said you forgot to tell us one thing.
Yeah, and it's the biggest one.
Oh,
So she brings me like meals on meals and things, rugs and bath towels and things. And then right before they're about to leave, she goes, and there's one more thing. And she walks over, I'm sitting on the couch, and she's got a box in her hand. And I can tell it's an old box. Like I didn't recognize it, like wooden box. And she opens up the lid, and I look up at her, and her eyes are filled with tears. I go, oh no, like what is this gonna be? And it's diamonds.
what?
I mean like diamonds. I don't have any experience with diamonds, but there are rings, earrings, loose diamonds, and she has tried to give these to my brothers so they could incorporate them into engagement rings for their wives, and they didn't want them for whatever reason. They thought their wives would be creeped out that they were handed down, and my thinking was always, I think there's certainly sentimental value, but I don't think any girl is going to care if you say, hey, I want to put 20 more diamonds in your ring. I don't think you're going to see much of a fight. So there's a cocktail ring from the 50s that's like old Hollywood kind of style with diamonds that are big.
And these have been in her family.
They're her great grandmother's, her grandmother's, and then
That's
my mom's
really cool.
original engagement band. And then there's just loose diamonds, and they had it appraised, and it's I don't want to give you the number, but it's a lot of money. And she goes, so these, what would you like me to do with them? Do you want me to take them home, give them to you, or we can put them in a safety deposit box? And I said, just take them back. Let me look at them, but take them and put them in the safety deposit box.
Sure.
So do not come to rob me because I don't have the diamonds. But there were a ton of them in there. And
So if your brothers come back now and say, well, wait a minute, we do want some of those, is it too late for that?
she said, okay, well, this means I need to put it in the will because it's going to go in the safety deposit box. And I assume it'll just be deducted from, we're split up 33%, 33 point whatever percent between the three brothers.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll just be deducted from whatever I get when they, pass.
Well,
but it's a whole box of diamonds.
Maybe or maybe not. You might have just hit the mother load because if she might be like, look, I offered it, they didn't take it, so all that stuff goes to Bry. So there's no reason to screw up everything else.
I don't know how that all works with estates and stuff like that, but it was shocking to see because I've never seen diamonds.
Yeah.
My mom's not a flashy person. I said, don't you want to put these in put them in earrings so you'll have diamond earrings? She goes, I like earrings from Claire's. She likes fake gold hoops and balls.
Just what
it's
she's
just
into.
not her thing. So I was just stunned because I've never held that much
Now, how
in my hands.
How hurt would your mom be if you took one of those family diamonds or a few of those family diamonds and had them made into nipple rings for just some old girl you were dating?
Mom, I got some news for you. Well,
And you send her a picture. She's loving these.
Yeah.
And a picture of her wearing the nipple rings.
yeah,
Great grandma would be so proud.
Yeah. But she kept saying they don't mean anything to me. So, maybe she wouldn't even be that upset about it. But yeah, I forgot to mention that. But yeah, it clearly meant something because her eyes were welling up with tears as she handed them over.
I am so glad you mentioned though that they had to take them back and put in a safe deposit box because while you were sharing that, I was thinking, oh my God, have we said roughly where his house is? Or that was freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know how many?
I said, give them to the bank, put them in the safety deposit box because I don't know. What am I going to do with them? Just sit around with them.
You know how many movies have been made that centered around something being in a safety deposit box that criminals are trying to get, or a family's trying to get to it before the other family members get there?
I don't even know what a safe. I don't even know how you get
Me
to a safe
neither.
deposit
Well,
box.
you go to a bank,
Yeah,
right?
It's at a bank?
Yeah, they have them at the bank. You need a key or some type of. Typically, they have a key. If I understand it right, they have a key and you have a key. So they take you in, they unlock the thing, the box comes out, and then you unlock the box because they don't have access to the box necessarily.
Right.
But you need to check with your parents. You'll either need a key to the box or some type of form or whatever something that tells that you know where the key is and something that states you have access to the box. They need to put you on that box.
Oh, he's never going to go and use that if he can't do it on an app.
Yeah, it sounds like a pain in the ass, honestly.
I got to have an old-fashioned key. Oh my God, what year is it?
What is this? It's bullshit.
Can Uber Diamonds just bring them to me?
No.
Diamond Dash, could we get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they open a thing like opening a mailbox, and then the box slides out, and then they leave the room, close the door, and it's locked, and then you have a key to unlock the box, so nobody can know what's in it.
It means you're important if you have a safety deposit box. Like you're an important person. I feel like.
Yeah, like a passport. When I was growing up, only people on TV and the movies had passports.
Oh my God, I know. Yeah, absolutely.
The first time I had to go get a passport, we were taking we were going to Australia for
Australia's
the
when I got mine.
Olympics. When I got it, I called home. I'm flexing all over everybody. Guess what I got? I got a damn passport. Yeah.
Yep. I was the exact same way. Like I didn't know where do you go to get a passport? How does it work? Do they take your picture while you're there or something?
I think that was one of the first times I felt like a full-fledged adult.
I felt successful. I got a passport.
Yeah, hell yeah. Next thing you know, I'm going to be just walking up to a ticket counter in the airport and buying a ticket on the spot, like they do in movies.
Yeah, that is how they do it.
I'm going a ticket to Fiji, first class.
Much less, I wasn't getting a passport to go to Mexico. I was getting a passport because we were rolling to like Australia.
Yeah.
Step off.
Because back then you didn't have to have a passport to go to Mexico or the Bahamas.
Oh, that's right. You didn't have to. No. He didn't, did you? I forgot about that. I still had never been to Mexico or the Bahamas. Yeah, I think that was the first time I ever went out of the country.
Wow, I got my passport when I was like 10.
Yeah, well, you started in a foreign land.
No, I didn't. Started here in Boston.
He was one step away from go back to your country.
That was coming in.
I was born
With your
in
funny
Boston.
language, go back to where you came from.
It's our land.
Passport don't mean shit.
Here's your passport. It's a damn boat paddle. To get on out of here.
Scram.
And don't mess up none of the tea in the harbor, neither.
Where were you going at 10?
To El Salvador.
You were going
Yeah, back home.
Back home. Back to the motherland.
back to my home country.
When you went back home at 10, when was the last time you were there?
That was the last time.
Oh, okay. Then this may not be a good question then, but even at 10, were you looking around at things like, when are we going home? Like,
Yeah,
I'm ready to
I
go
got
back.
so sick within the first few days of me being there.
Damn, I got to get back to America. This is not working out well for me.
Yeah. I didn't like it. There was cold showers. Bathrooms weren't the same as the American bathrooms. They serve Coke in plastic bags.
It's still one of the funniest things to me. Is they just put it in a plastic bag.
They put it in a Ziploc bag. It's like, I'm over it.
So they put it in a Ziploc bag and then stick a straw in the end of it?
Yeah. And it's not even like the Ziploc that Ziplocs. It's like the ones that are sandwich bags.
The ones that you flip
Yeah.
and stick on it.
And what's the point of doing that? So they don't have to use cups?
So they can take the cans and the glassware.
So they can recycle
Yeah.
the cans for money. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah. I mean, we're not talking about the Arab Emirates here.
Yeah.
You're like, we need that.
This is
Yeah.
not Dubai.
We need that back right away.
So they sell you the Coke, but then keep the can.
Yeah.
But how does it taste? Does it taste the same?
It tastes a little different than Coke here. Kind of like that Mexican Coke. The sweetness of it is different.
Do they put ice in the bag?
No. It's
So is
already
it-
cold.
Okay, it's already cold. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that when I get home today.
That's how they make popsicles too.
Yeah. I'm going to pour a bag of Coke.
Into a bag?
Diet Coke. Diet Coke in a bag.
What are you doing?
Oh,
I'm getting a bag of Diet Coke out of the fridge.
that show that I've been watching with Jean Smart called Hacks. She's a very successful comedian, has a longtime residency in Vegas, and her house is just, a monstrosity of a mansion, just huge. And in her kitchen, she's got a Coke fountain, not that crazy one that does all the different flavors, but just a regular one like at a convenience store that
Right.
you go up to, and she always has fountain Coke. Now, when you have that, you don't have to have ice in it because it's cold coming out of that thing.
Yeah, if you refrigerate the syrup and stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool to have.
That'd be
Also, I'm not
dangerous.
cold enough.
But it's right in her kitchen.
Yeah. We've tried to do that for my mom, but it's such a pain in the ass to put a soda fountain in your house.
Yeah.
It's a pain. Huge pain.
Wonder why.
Because you have to have the refrigerated syrup in a different room, right? A lot of people do it in their garage, but then you have to have the carbonation, whatever, the CO2 that creates the carbonation. It's just a monstrosity behind that face of the soda fountain. There's tubes and syrups and stuff like that, but that's our dream.
And
is
you would
do
have
it
to
for
go
my
in and
mom.
tear out the wall and all that kind of stuff to make it work.
And Coke doesn't easily sell their syrups to consumers, like it's for business purposes. So you got to do a couple of hoops. But how cool! I mean, it is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
To have a soda fountain in your house.
Yeah, and she does get ice, and she can get ice in it right there. It's just like, having the whole thing.
Yeah.
With the ice dispenser and everything.
They say they did it for Warren Buffett because he's a big Coke drinker.
Yeah.
Out in Nebraska or Arkansas, wherever he lives.
He lives in Nebraska, Omaha.
Yeah, so he's got one.
But he doesn't vacation very much with his brother Jimmy.
No.
I just thought that was weird.
missed opportunity there. Yeah.
I guess they weren't close growing up.
Hey, missed any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up.
One of the main things that we can do to make our homes stay comfortable is to make sure that there are no pests in the home. And the best way to do that is with our friends at Cardinal Environmental Solutions. Now, Cardinal Environmental Solutions has over 25 years of experience in the pest control industry. And the thing about it is that they are from this area. They serve the entire greater Charlotte area, and they grew up here in Charlotte. They raise their families here in Charlotte. They understand the climate, the soil types, all of the various pests that invade our homes, and they even deal with the bad mosquitoes that we have. So if you need someone to take care and make sure that your house is bug-free and rodent-free, then you need Cardinal Environmental Solutions. They're very easy to find. Just go to acetj.com/cardinal, acetj.com/cardinal, and start living pest-free today with Cardinal.
Share Funny has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
Like a beast.
Coming in.
Like a beast up in here. Man, I've been having to wear my my good old man reading glasses because these other ones, the cheap ones, have like the little nose pieces have come off of it. And I don't feel like going and buying any more of those, so I'll just wear these out, and then I can get some new good ones when I wear these out that I got on now.
You get them on that website where they let you test them virtually? Warby Parker or whatever it is? No.
These here came from Walgreens.
Really?
Yeah. They're $30.
Really?
Walgreens, yeah. That's why I'm holding off. And it's not just something you just go and, like, it's $5. It's like you can get reading glasses for $5 and all. But I would never.
Heavens.
But I got these at the eye doctor store. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like them now.
They're not that different than the ones you just held up. They're a little bit bigger.
And they're clear frames.
Yeah, clear.
It's just these kinds of things. It's just like nothing ever is easy, Riggins.
Yeah.
Nothing
ever works out.
Like your mama just dropping a bag of diamonds on you. What are you supposed to do with that? Why does everything happen to you? Didn't she know you got a lot of shit on you without throwing that?
Now you got to make a trip to the bank to retrieve them. You got to have a key. You got to have a safety deposit box. There's paperwork. I'm sure you got to sign something. Maybe 2 trips to the bank. Damn it.
Does your house have a key? Old-fashioned key or a code on it? Like
No, it's got a key.
It does have a key. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because you said you had fun making keys the other day.
Oh my God, that was like so much
that.
fun.
I love making keys.
You didn't realize it, Riggins, but you were on that conference call, the Zoom, but we couldn't see you while you were doing that. So you must have muted your phone at some point during, because we were all sitting there talking, and we heard you go, No, I'm just trying to make these. Just putting it in the machine now. I'm just gonna make these keys.
Oh, you could hear that?
Yeah, we heard you for a second, and then I didn't hear you say anything else. So I figured you must have realized what you were doing and muted your phone real fast.
Sorry.
But we started laughing because right in the middle of it, Riggins goes, "No, I got it. I'm just trying to make a couple keys here."
Well, she wouldn't let me come in the door. I guess it was like exit only, but the key kiosk was right there. I was like, I'm just making a key. Like I need to make a key. And she gave me a nasty look.
It was exit only.
It was. But it's so much fun because like you hold the key and it's like a machine, it's like a toy machine. You hold it, you put the thing in the slot, and you get to watch it being made, and it was fun. Little joys. You gotta find joys in.
No, they have
Right.
one. They have one. I get the same thing. They have one in Lowe's.
Yeah,
Whatever. Like you need a key made. Like you stick it over the thing. You stand there. When it comes. Then the key drops out.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I used to have to. I always think of that as a kid. My dad was really good friends with the guy. I think my dad invested in it originally. He was a locksmith. And they owned A1 key and lock. And you'd go in there and there's just keys all over the wall. I need to get a couple keys made. They have to go match them. Mm-hmm. It was an art.
You can make copies of a fob now, because I made a few copies of that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it expensive?
Yeah, because you're paying for the actual plastic fob. It was like $30.
Yeah. Were you supposed to be making copies of that fob, or how did that work?
Yeah.
Where did you do it?
At Lowe's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And the guy that was doing it didn't even know how to do it. Like I had to step in and do it for him.
Like to your car? You have a key fob to your car?
No.
You can get done?
Well, I think they can do those, but this was for to get into like a gate and stuff.
Yeah.
Did it make you a card that had that?
No, it was like a little plastic circle.
Oh.
Because when you buy a new vehicle and they give you the key fobs and all, and they'll say, okay, well, make sure you hang on to these because if you lose one, it's like $500 to get it replaced or whatever.
I think the one she's talking about is an RFID, like we had in the card to get into the old radio station.
But they can make fob copies because I lost my key one time. And
Yeah, but it's more expensive than $30 for that, though.
yeah,
right?
it was only like $100-something though.
I'm just saying.
I thought the same
I'm
thing.
just saying. I think it's a different technology, so that's why it's a little more.
I
expensive.
know it's a different technology,
Okay,
Rob.
that's all I'm saying.
Damn, what are we doing?
Golly. Just saying, you can still do it.
Okay, I wasn't saying you couldn't. Good Lord.
You didn't know that was an RFD?
God.
RFI?
It's like, okay, whatever.
You don't know the
dude.
difference? What did you call it, Rob?
RFID.
RFID.
Yeah.
Like really effing identification.
Damn, we
I
got
think that what you did was have the RFID, like the card in our old studio. Like, shut up.
I hate you. You're the worst.
But I was asking about the car fob.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, you can do it.
But I was informing him that it's a different one, and you didn't say that at the time.
Yeah. But Ace, you have a code thing on your door at home, at your house, right? You punch in a code.
on the front door, yeah.
Yeah.
So over it.
I like that. I don't think I'd like it, but I do like it. Yeah.
I have that too.
My friend Bobby had to get one of those. Well, he didn't have to, but he decided that it would be much easier if he got those put on all of the doors that lead outside to his house. And I don't know what made him decide to do. Oh, yeah, I do. He got locked out of the house one time when nobody was home, and he had to break down the door with an axe from the garage.
Damn.
Why not just knock out a window? So we get the door.
Axe down his whole door.
Yeah.
No, he didn't call a locksmith?
Or use a credit card.
That doesn't, the credit card thing doesn't always work.
We talking about a guy that got mad because somebody didn't answer the phone or couldn't get service or something, and he's holding his iPhone in his hand with an OtterBox on it, an old-fashioned OtterBox, and just got mad and crushed the phone in his hand with the OtterBox on it at the same time.
Was that you, Ace?
No. Hell no. If I was that strong, I'd be telling you about it. I'd be up in here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he needed the axe.
Yeah.
Just Hulk out and kick down the door.
But he wasn't chopping the whole door. He just chopping at the lock thing to get it at the doorknob area, so he could kick it in easier.
People are probably watching like, oh my God. He's nuts.
I think I'm going to get one of those things. I saw the other day advertised. We don't have a lock on our bedroom door. Our bedroom door doesn't lock. Yeah, it's weird. And I don't think the lock on the other door doesn't work very good, worth a damn. So anyway, I think I saw a thing where you can just change out the handle, and it gets a thumb imprint.
Yeah.
And it'll take so many imprint. You can just walk up, boom, and get in your bedroom that way.
You're going to do that to your bedroom door?
Yep.
In a condo?
It's a townhouse. And it allows me to put a lock on it.
It's just too fancy. Like, what?
Well, it's not fancy. It's just kind of just an easy way to change out so you have a lock on the door.
Okay. Yeah,
Plus,
that's cool.
it's fucking cool. Damn. I shouldn't have said that. What am I saying? I'm sorry.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.